Hey, what's up, everybody out there in television land? Michael Hurdle here from the Michael Hurdle Production Studio, helping you render your imagination when it comes to video production, 3D animation, and visual effects on a small or no budget at all. Don't really have that much to talk about. Just wanted to talk about the RTX 4090 and the impact in the gaming world and in the 3D animation and rendering world. A lot of people think that, not even think, a lot of people are like hype. They really love hype. So I hear the 4090 being dropped this month in October of 2022. And I know everybody's excited, everybody's benchmarking it, everybody's testing out the latest games or whatever is compatible with that card. But realistically, I'm not the kind of person to even care about that card. Why I don't care about the RTX 4090 card, and I do really care about the RTX 3090. I remember about 3 years ago, at the time of making this video, 3 years ago, that I bought a 2080 Ti video card, graphics card, and lo and behold, like 2 months later, the 3090 dropped, and I was very upset, and I felt like I missed the boat. And of course, we all know the GPU mining, Bitcoin people, everybody buying up those GPUs so they can mine for crypto, and that really crippled me, because then now everyone was starting to raise those video cards to double the price, or sometimes in some cases quadruple the price, which I think you got to be completely mad to pay even triple the price of a 3090 when it was actually $15.99. So you do the math. But I usually call myself late to the game. The reason why I call myself late to the game is because while everyone right now online is looking for the RTX 4090 and throwing NVIDIA all their cash, I'm not even looking at the 4090. That's not even an option to me. I'm a regular person, so there's a lot of things that I can't do with that 4090 at this point of my life. First of all, they say you need at least the lowest 850 watt power supply. Some people are saying you need 1,000 watt and better, depending on what you're going to throw on that thing. But where I live in a regular old building, probably pre-World War, and the electricity in that building is really old. The wiring, shit. Some of the plugs in the wall are still two-prong, so they didn't get upgraded in a long time. So I'm limited to the amount of power I can push or pull out of that apartment or out of that wall. So right now I'm looking at the 3090, and yeah, I hate the fact that my pockets is not long enough to go ahead and buy the latest and greatest video cards as soon as it comes out. I'm just really focusing on the 3-year ago card, because I know that the prices are going to go down. People are going to be having a lot of those cards because of the GPU miners. But it's a lot of cards. Those cards are going to go down. And funny thing about it is, it's the exact same 24 gigs of GDDR6X. And it's just a little bit more CUDAs and all those other core things that I don't really pay attention to. I see all these people online, they're reviewing and they're talking about CUDA cores and all these other things. And that's not really impressive to me. What's impressive to me is to see if I can render a simulation in Bifrost and Maya, because that's really why I'm getting the card, to really up my game. I want to create fluid simulations in Maya, and I'm learning Bifrost. Well, I was learning Bifrost until I completely gave up. I don't think Bifrost is actually a good plugin at all, and I think it needs to be completely revamped. So I said to myself, okay, it's probably my video memory. It's probably my CPU. It's probably my motherboard. It's probably my hard drive. Probably I need a solid state drive. So many things for a regular person like me who is not a 3D production studio. Yes, I am Michael Hurdle Production Studio, but I'm not really an actual studio that makes any money. I haven't made a dime since I've ever done any of this stuff. So in a nutshell, this is all really pretty done for fun for me. But I want to take it to the next level, but I don't want to go completely broke, because I do want to look at buying this video card as an investment. And if I go ahead and buy the 3090 video card over the 4090 video card, then you ask yourself, would you really push that power if you were a non-gamer? And even if you were a gamer, how much power are you going to push from that 3090 card versus the 4090 card? And in my case, if I go ahead and push that power too much, and I go ahead and turn the air conditioner on, or God forbid me turning the toaster oven on in my old rinky-dink apartment, that'll blow the power, you know? So I like to stay in my means. So that's why I'm looking at the 3090. I'm still trying to see if I want to go used online, eBay and all these other places, or do I want to buy the cheapest, newest one. I've seen some go for as low as $899. Some of them go for $800. And I was told to wait a little bit longer because it might go down more. Who knows? But I'm looking at the 3090s now, because I was fiending out for them when it first came out, and I was trying to get that card, and I was damn near willing to pay $3,000 at one point. And then I caught myself and said, why am I paying $3,000 for this graphics card that may be completely irrelevant in about 2 years? And now look, that very same card that I was about to pay $3,000 for is now actually under $1,000. So sometimes it's okay to be late to the game if you're a regular person like me. You don't have to have the latest and greatest like everybody else, break your bank, and then end up not having anything in your account, and then try to keep up with the Joneses. And then before you know it, boom, your lights get shut off. How good is your graphics card then when your lights get shut off? Bam, son. So, my name is Mike Hurdle Production Studio, and I just thought I'd give you my little 2 cents on what I feel about the 3090 versus the 4090 and what should you get. I'll keep you posted when I'm done. Talk to you next time.